Yeah. I still have the windows open, but that's not gonna really do anything. It's just like because my room is against the roof of the house, it just absorbs so much heat.
Oh my god, yeah, that would. Okay, we're live on
Uh,
Twitch. We're gonna be live on YouTube in just a moment. Oh,
Stream together. Here. Um,
just waiting for the short stream to realize that it's also being tickled.
invite guests. Are you 64 right now? You are.
Does it say? Wait, what? I've got to change the game. Trick shot. Thank you for letting me know.
I did that
Trick shot.
last week. I
Simulator.
we were playing Night Rain the whole time apparently.
You just like change the title, but like don't change the category.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Then
Thankfully
do that.
for YouTube, I've just got presets for everything.
It's
Yo,
gotta be
Yumizu, hi. Yumizu, you're first today to the morning Trickshot stream. What's good?
Hi
Welcome,
Yumizu.
welcome, welcome. Hello. Okay, I need to press this thing. All right, boom. The chats I think should be shared. Wait, I gotta press the join shared. Okay, now it's
Shared
shared.
chat started. Perfect.
Beautiful. All right, we are live everywhere, guys. Welcome to our somewhat weekly installment of Trickshot Simulator. I'm here with Meta Forever. We're gonna play a little bit of Trickshot Simulator. We are
Somewhat weekly is a
both caught up.
great explanation.
That's what it feels like. It's like, you know, we have our day of the week that it is on, and then like it may or may not be on that day. Okay, let's get into it. Let's begin. We can banter. And man, I've got stuff to rant to you about. You were asking me the other day, like what's the deal about the about the reality show.
I'm invested. I'm
I'm
invested in your investment of it.
I'm gonna give you like the full full lowdown. Is your stream not moving? Hold on. Or have you not selected anything?
I'm still on stage select.
Okay, you're. Oh yeah, okay, okay. Just making
Okay.
sure.
Hi portable.
Yo, Iotsuku, your portable jerk ups. Let's welcome. He only hopes you're well, but not me. That's actually so crazy. What if I cry right now, like live on stream? Like if I just broke down into tears, like how would you react to
uh
that?
I'm sure portable would be like I hope the Barinade is also well.
Man, it'll be like, this guy's actually fucking crazy. What the heck? No, but okay, so last time we were talking about the what you call it, the show. I forget what exactly I brought you up to speed with. I think I told you that Serena was like talking to Rui, who was like, "Oh, I'm interested in four girls, and none of them are you," kind of thing.
Yeah, and that was on her
Left it.
birthday, right?
That was on her birthday. Yeah. Okay, so I think there were two episodes that happened since then. I think it was the fourth and fifth, and that's the finale now, basically. Um, in the fourth episode, I feel like not that much happened. I'm struggling to remember like what happened. It felt like kind of like a low key, kind of like chill episode. That girl, Serena, she went on like a helicopter ride with the guy who was like helping her like talk to Rui in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, okay, I'm gonna go after him. I'm gonna confess my feelings to him, or like let him know that I'm interested. So she at the end of the fourth episode, before the last one, like made this cute little video with all their photos together, and like this all these little cute little messages. It was like a little montage. So Urbex, hello, welcome Urbex to the stream. Dude, Urbex, welcome back. How have you been? Where have you been, man? Welcome. Missed seeing you. You're a Mario fan of YouTube chat. So Serena tells Rosuke, she's like, I'm interested, and she shows him the video, and he's like, kind of like, oh wow, that's surprising. I'll think about it for sure. and then like he leaves, and then she like cries to the camera again. She's like, I don't know if he's really into it, man. And I was feeling it as well. She kind of ended up being my like person that I was rooting for the season. And then outside of her, there's also Hina. She's like a super popular girl of the season. Which, by the way, crazy shit happened. Okay, she was to switch to Hina. She was like she had the hearts of like 3 different guys, right? She was initially chatting with Rui, the guy who was into 4 girls or whatever, at the start. He was kind of into her. There was another guy, Shun. He was into her as well, and he was like very persistently going after her. He was like very going out of his way to like hold her hand and like, you know, sit next to her and that sort of thing. So he's being very proactive, but like, I don't know, the vibes were kind of off, in my opinion. And then the most popular person on the entire show, this guy called Monta. He's a guy, like, very goofy, wacky. He's got a good singing voice. He's got a guitar. His shtick is he's, like, a popular nerd kind of character. Like, he's got a great hairstyle, and he's very fashionable and whatever. But, like, everybody on the show, on Instagram and stuff, they change their profile pictures to be, like, the professional photo shoot they did on the show, except Monta. Monta had a picture of Sonic the Hedgehog. So he was awesome. Everyone loved him. He was the most popular person on the show by far, even in terms of like follower count, whatever. By any metric, he was like the most popular guy. And everybody was shipping him and Hina together. All the viewers of the show were like very into that ship because they were having good chemistry, they looked good together, whatever. That was the thing. And he was clearly very interested in her. And then whenever Hina talked about him, she was like, "Oh, he's very cute and fun as whatever." So everybody's like, "Okay, it's a done deal, whatever. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right?" So she's got those 3 guys that are all into her. And she spends time with them, like, on and off throughout the 4th day. Mostly Rui comes back because, like, he, like, sort of didn't talk to her, like, for the past couple of days, so she thought that he wasn't interested in him anymore, in her anymore. But he was like, no, I'm still interested in you kind of thing. And Rui is weird. He has this, like, one gimmick that, like, I find him annoying after, like, the 4 girls, you know, making Serena cry event happened or whatever. But he grew on me because his one shtick that he has is he can beatbox. Like, he keeps going up to the girls and he's like, hey, I can beatbox. And then he does it like a pretty mediocre beatbox or whatever in front of the girls. And that's like his thing. Like, everybody has like their thing or whatever, you know. There was one guy in a previous season who was like, hey, punch my arm. And he came back for like a special thing later where he had to like flirt with the hosts of the show, and they were like grading you when you're flirting. And he pulled out the hey, punch my arm thing again. And they were like, it's great, it's a good bit. But that's a guy from a different season. Anyway, so he pulled up the he was using the beatboxing on like multiple different people or whatever. Now, that's just like something to keep in mind. 4th day happens, right? Now, the next day comes around, and we go through, like, confessions and stuff. There's this one pair I kind of didn't talk about between Olga and Aoi. There's 2 other, like, people who were very cute. They were fine. They were kind of predictably going to end up together. They were very cute, and, like, it was fun. It was nice. They ended up together. This season was, like, the rule was the girls have to confess to the guys, so she confessed to him, and he was like, oh, yeah, I love you. You're great. And they were together. They're cute. They're fun. Then, Serena obviously confessed to Ryosuke because she, like, made the whole, like, montage or whatever. She held out her hand, and he was like, oh, I don't really share the same feelings for you, I'm sorry. And I was destroyed. I was like, man, this sucks. And he went to talk to a different girl. There was a girl called May there. And she was very into him the whole time. But he was, like, sort of, like, not into anything. Like, he wasn't really into her. He wasn't into Serena that much. He was just kind of chilling. And so we were expecting, when we were watching him, to, like, just reject her as well, kind of thing. So she said, like, oh, you know, I have feelings for you. And he was like, I love you too. And we were like, what? You betrayed Serena, how dare you? So they got together. Surprisingly, afterwards they were saying like, oh yeah, no, I watch your TikToks. I was like, oh my god, that's fucking why. You know they're from outside of the show. Because these guys are all like, they're all like TikTok influencer people or whatever. So anyway, that happened. I was annoyed. My girl Serena didn't get justice, but maybe she'll come back in a future season. Anyway, so all that stuff sort of happened. Then it was time for Hina. Now, she brought out all 3 guys with her. Oh, this happened on the 4th day, right? Before the final decision. Was it the last day? I don't know. Anyway, she brought out the guys, the 3 of them. She brought out Shun, Monta, and Rui. All 3 of them. and she kind of had like a quick interview with each one of them. She talked to Shun first, and she got them to like do something for her. So she's like, oh, show me that you love me, kind of thing, or show me your feelings. And he was like, he's just yelled out like, I love you, whatever. He did some, I don't remember, he did some like not interesting thing. So I was like, he's definitely out of the running. She kind of let him down easy at that point, and then he went back to the other guys. And then she called out Rui next, and Rui ended up like beatboxing for her, and we are like, "Oh my god, he's such a dork," but he's like, "Yeah, it's funny." And then she was like, "Oh, I've actually been practicing beatboxing on the side as well." And we were like, "What?" Okay, she's been practicing beatboxing. So she did she tried to beatbox for like 5 seconds. She went like, "Okay," and that's it. And she didn't do it anymore. We were just laughing like this, wacky as hell. Like, okay, that was funny. So then anyway, she goes like, she says she's gonna think about him and that sort of thing. And he's like, okay, cool. And then he leaves. And then Monta comes there, and he very carefully cares about her. This motherfucker, he wrote a song for her. Okay, he wrote a song. He's like singing, "I've been thinking about you. I want to know more about you." Kind of rough translation or whatever. And she was like, "Oh, that's so beautiful? Yay! What's the name of the song?" And he's like, "I actually don't have a name for it yet." And she's like, "Oh, can I name it?" And he's like, "Okay, go for it." And she called it. She's like, "Okay, my cutie." Like, oh, that's a really terrible, crappy name for the song, but it's cute, I guess. Anyway, so then he leaves, and she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna think about it." And we're thinking like, okay, so it's between Rui and Monta, but like, obviously it's gonna be Monta, right? He wrote a song for her. They're vibing. She named a song, whatever. It comes to the final moment when they're like confessing their love. Shun is no longer there, so I'm like, okay, off camera, he's been killed, fed to the alligators, whatever. He's gone. Clearly, he wasn't in the running. But Rui and Monta are both there. So, she's there, and she's like talking to them, and she has to figure out who to confess her feelings to. And somehow she confesses to Rui, the beatboxer. She's like, I have feelings for you, and we were all like, wow, what? The ship of the season is destroyed. She didn't confess to Monta. How? He liked her so much. Monta was annihilated. So she confessed to, or sorry, she first went to Monta and she like turned him down, right? And then she went to go confess to Rui. We were all destroyed at this point. But you know what's crazier is she confessed to Rui and he was like, "I actually don't share those feelings. I'm sorry, I can't accept your feelings." And he left. I was on the floor. I like tore my shirt off for it. It was insane. I had to send you photos from like from the V party because one of our friends took photos of me and my friend like freaking out. It was insane, dude. It all fell apart in a burning like inferno, man. Everything went to shit. It was crazy. I was like, but I can't believe that he had no feelings for her after like all of the stuff that he did. He was just like, "Nah, I'm not into it, man." And he's back in the next season. He's back. Rui's back in the next one. He's literally in the literal next season. He's the preview. They're like, the next season is the Australia arc, which we lost our minds for. We all screamed at the TV when we saw it was in Australia. It's not in our state. It's like way north or whatever. But Rui is back. Shun is back as well. Both of those guys are back. It's just crazy, man. Anyway, so that season ended. It's a spoiler for the current season of Kyosuke, which I can guarantee almost nobody, well, definitely nobody here is watching it because that show is like impossible to watch unless you have some like crazy VPN situation going on. Anyway, that's the situation. Yo, Rexler, what's good? Hi, welcome. Yo, Pony Pod. Sorry, I was rambling. I'm back. Hey, that's the season update, man. So that season finished.
That sounds
Now
crazy.
it was insane. It was the craziest finale so far. I was like, what the hell? It just did not go in any way. One of the couples is like just like torment now because it's Ryosuke, the guy who was meant to be with Serena, who just didn't. He ended up going with May. Poor Serena, man. I thought you were talking about people in your friend group. No, I'm watching a So for anybody who walked in, I don't know why I should reset that. Who walked in on the middle of me, like during that rant. There's a Japanese TV show, like a reality TV show on Abema TV. It's called Kyo Sukini Narimashita, which is like today I fell in love, or today I found love, or whatever, however you want to translate it. Shortened to Kyosuke. It's not available like really anywhere. You can watch it on YouTube, but the way they upload it on YouTube is that this show has 5 episodes per season, and they come out once per week. this last week that just passed, it was a filler, like a in between episode where they brought back a bunch of the guys and they had them like stand in like karate clothes under a waterfall and like yell like or whatever. I don't know. They had like some funny like in between seasons episodes. So the Australia arc hasn't begun yet, but it will begin on Monday. But that show is like they uploaded 3 episodes to YouTube as they air. Then the 4th episode they only upload half of it, and then the 5th episode doesn't get uploaded. And in order to watch it, you either need to watch it live on Abema TV, or if you miss it live, you need a premium subscription to Abema to be able to view it. But it's not easy to view. If you want to watch it, so okay, slower. If you want to watch it, a regular VPN won't work because for some reason the site detects that you're using a VPN. It doesn't let you view if you're not in Japan. It just is like, oh, this is not available in your region, kind of thing. If you use a VPN, it says you are using a VPN. This is not allowed, kind of thing. So I found out with my friends that you can. There's a more obscure VPN called Soft Ether. It's just a Japanese VPN, it's like Japan, South Korea, and like one other place or something. You can use that to like view the website, and then you can watch it live and stuff. But if you miss it live, you have to use a premium account. So it took a little while, but me and my friend figured out how to get a live. I say me and my friend. My friend only. I shouldn't take credit for it. I didn't figure out any of that. My friend figured out how to get a premium subscription. It won't work with a regular credit card or PayPal or anything. You can't pay with that. You have to. What he ended up doing was he downloaded the Abema app because they have an app on his Japanese iTunes account, and then from PlayAsia.com, he bought Japanese iTunes gift cards to then redeem inside the app for a premium subscription, and that's how we're watching it with premium.
That's an insane loophole.
It's so crazy, but it works. I was like, dude, this is like the stuff that scammers ask for. It's like, can I have a iTunes gift card? I think I know which friend. Okay, Urbex, if you had to guess which friend do you think it is? Also, I missed what Urbex said. Urbex, did you say that you like break your legs or something? Hold on, what was this message?
My goodness.
This is like right when I
kinda
ate shit earlier. I fucked up both legs and my left arm, and how I ate shit is the most boom way possible. What the heck happened? Toast? It was Toast, yeah. Toast is like a... I don't know if he would say this, but I would say this. He's fluent in Japanese, man. That guy's fluent, bro. He got a 180 out of 180 on the N1 JLPT exam.
Dang.
He got a perfect score. He got it framed in his room. He's on another level. It's inspiring. I should really practice my Japanese more often. You fun, Rob? What game is this? This is a Trickshot simulator. Mario's actually behind the camera. Did that not count? I think one of them counted. When the thing in the bottom left goes from infinity out of 3 to 2 out of 3, I think it counts. But sometimes I accidentally reset.
Yeah, your messages are showing up.
Alright,
I'm floored that you're rooting for me.
My phone got flung into the highway. My left leg got shredded. Sprained my ankle. Left arm aches. Wait, what? How did this happen? Did you like jump out of a moving car? And I'm the local Barry Lorky after all. I was checking the mail. Did you get hit by a car while checking the mail? What the hell? Rex lives in the Final Destination universe.
Wait. You were checking the mail and you fell?
Rex was apparently checking the mail and then his right ankle gave out, did a 180 barrel roll, my phone got flung into the highway, my left leg got shredded, sprained my right ankle, and my left arm aches. This sounds like you were checking the mailbox, like, as part of a Jackass stunt, where it was, like, on some sort of, like, moving platform, like, attached to a car on the highway.
It's sounding like you failed, like, a skill check. you took a step and your ankle just, like... You failed you failed the QuickTime event of opening the mailbox and you like fell.
My grandma tripped and nearly killed herself the other day. It looks like I beat her up. Mr. Point walked back. That must be it. Urbex must be 80. That would explain it, actually. Dude, did you guys hear that Ozzy Osbourne died? And also that Tish
Yeah.
Paytas had her third baby? Welcome back, Ozzy Osbourne. Wilder. That guy gave one more performance before he went out.
That's kind of crazy. Imagine being able to give that like a final performance, not knowing that like
Yeah.
you'll be dying shortly after.
I mean, I think they probably knew. That guy was not doing too great from what I've seen in interviews and stuff. But I'm amazed that he went out and did like another performance. I thought it was like fully done.
I mean, to be fair,
Metal.
it honestly seems like he realistically should have been dead a lot sooner. So like the fact he made it this far,
Oh, yeah,
kind of crazy.
Like 25 years ago. That guy did like more drugs than most people ever will, and he made it to 76. That's crazy. I mean, he didn't really make it in great condition, to be fair. But
my coworker was like, didn't he take a bite out of like a bat with rabies or something? I'm like, yeah, I think I remember hearing something about that.
insane shit. Performed like a week before he kicked it, he couldn't even walk. Yeah, he came out on like this like throne and stuff, dude. It was kind of sick. There are people outside today giving out free food in his memory. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty sick. Nothing more metal than helping the community. Do you like Cruising USA for N64? I do like it, although I haven't played it. I've only ever watched Clint Stevens switch to it instead of putting in Mario 64. Throwback to those days. I don't know how many people even remember that. Maybe there's some YouTube highlights of it. Also, Israfeel and YouTube chat, welcome as well. I played Real Cruising USA Cabinet before as a kid. It was insane. Oh. Okay, this is gonna be insane. Yo, Purple Grande. Hey, Barinade, I'm having a crash out. Why are you having a crash out? My leg is twitching out. Dude, you should go to the doctor if you like fell out of a moving train and then got crushed by like a steamroller or something while collecting the mail. This is like what I imagine happens to like anime characters when they show up and they're like all in bandages, you know, like their face is bandaged, arms bandaged, and then like 2 seasons in they take off the bandages and unleash their true power.
Dang. Almost 7 years.
Dude, Purple's been on the follow grind. That's super long. Metas is probably long as well. Now that I think about it, you got a long boy too.
Oh, it's wrong. There we go.
Oh, that's so logged. What a flex. That's insane. I think you and Purple, you must both be in like the first 100 followers to the stream ever. Definitely you, for sure. I've been with Kade for a yeet. Happy 1 yeet. Ayatsuku's almost been born at 8 months, 29 days. About to give birth. Congratulations. We are rushing you to the nearest hospital. Getting there? You're getting there, Urbex. True. Urbex, I have a question. I need to confront you. It's been on my mind. I was scrolling randomly through the Wordle channel. Just because. I was just looking, I was scrolling. And I was noticing that I was like, man, Urbex sure is getting a lot of these Wordles really quickly. And then I had a look. This was like the day before yesterday or something. You got like a 1 out of 6. I was like, damn, that's crazy. But then I looked at the previous 10. They were all like 2 out of 6, 2 out of 6, 2 out of 6, 2 out of 6. Are you faking your Wordle attempts? And if so, why? It's really bizarre. I just noticed it the other day, like, this is statistically not possible. Something is sus here. was like, what the hell? You got a 2 out of 6 on the word tizzy, which is like an Australian slang. I was like, how can you get that in 2? That is 2 Z's out of Y. I was like, dude, what the heck? The fuck is this actually? I just look. I don't know for sure, but I was just like, I just noticed. I'm like, this is crazy. This is like, this is insane. I started dizzy. Do you change your Wordle starting word each time?
That's an absurd
Because
starting word. That gets you
that's like
nothing.
a terrible word.
Why would you ever start with dizzy?
Because they're like 2 Z's and that's like gonna get you nothing all the time, unless you know that the word is tizzy, and you like want to get there. Like, okay, well, what's a word that has like a lot of these letters? Which is, to be fair, there's nothing wrong with faking the word necessarily. I just like I was just sort of weirded out by it. I was like, I don't know what to make of this. The other accusations that an injured man. It's sus. I think you're the imposter, Rebex. I think we're gonna have to vote you out.
I think the accusations are about the pre-injured man.
The Wordle police. This is what actually happened. The Wordle police got to Urbex, and like the Wordle mafia beat Urbex and was like, "Hey, you can't be guessing these in 2 anymore because the last one was in 3." So now Urbex is here like, my leg hurts. I like broke my knee. It was during the mail. I'm like, that's like when Jay. Do you remember when Jay Leno had like he was like bruised on his face, like on his side and stuff? I was like, yeah, I tripped over. The Wordle mafia has gotten to Urbex.
Oh yeah, I was checking the mail. That's what they all say, you know. That's
the mafia.
I tripped down
okay,
the stairs.
Blink twice if you need to be saved. Okay, we'll send out a rescue squad. We'll come get you. Dude, I've been adding a new dull to my like repertoire. I've been doing the angle recently, which is
The
like you get
angle.
like a
Oh yeah.
yeah.
You have to like guess the what angle it is.
Yeah, you get like an angle, and then you have to like guess what angle it is, and you get 4 guesses. I got like a few in a row, and then the last one I failed completely. I have proven my leg. No, I believe your leg. I just don't believe your Wordle attempts. Oh, that's okay, you know. That's all G. I do hope that that your leg gets better though. But I'll show you guys the angle. I'll pull out the angle. The angle is quite fun. I think I saw Northern Lion do it once, and then I was like, this looks like my jam, bro.
I saw it in a video and I was like, dang, that does seem kind of neat.
Alright, hold on. Angle coming out. WTF. Boom. Alright, you guys ready for the angle? Let's do it. Okay. Oh, that's a pretty long boy. That's a pretty long boy. That's like quite straight, but not completely straight. Meta, are you gonna try it as well?
I'm actually I'm loading it up.
Okay. I won't tell you. Don't look at my stream. Okay, I'm feeling like this is. Actually, we can work together.
Oh, we're on different days.
Oh, because that's right. You're yesterday. Oh, we can just talk about it then. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like mine is like. It's less than 30 degrees less than 180. I feel like it's like 13 degrees less. So I'm gonna say this is like a 167? 167 degrees.
Mine's
I'm hot. It's lower.
more than 45.
165. I'm gonna die. 164.
67?
It was 161! I died.
Reason I'm reading it the wrong way. I read the wrong.
No.
This one's really big. This is not 67.
Oh, you just look at the little line.
I completely messed up on that. All right, so I've only got 3 guesses for this.
Okay, GLGL, you got this. I believe.
One. I mean, I guess I go the opposite. 123, right? Or no, that's 190. 113.
Some wacky ass triangle or something. Yo,
Also
Trickshot's all day
freezing.
YouTube chat.
This isn't a straight line. This is a circle. I'm.
Meta, what are you doing? This guy's floundering.
Oh my
He's
god.
not reading the chart.
I was like, no angle goes over 180 degrees, right? We're.
It does in a circle.
All right.
Oh, meta. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
So that would be 293 to get up to 360, right? Getting hot. Okay, I get one guess off of that.
You are so screwed.
Okay, so it's hotter. $318. 307. Yeah,
Oh, you were close at the end. You were close.
I was. If I had more than two guesses, I think I would have been pretty good.
Dude, I need to change my strategy because what I've been doing is like I guess like an angle that I think it is, and it's like hot and then higher. So I'm like, okay, I'll just keep going incrementing by 1 degree, but maybe I should go like quite a bit higher so that I know what range it's in between.
Yeah, get your range and then you can.
Mm. Check your fucking DM, Pony. Enjoy the pale ass leg reveal. Are you sending your tarnished injured leg to people in chat for free? That's crazy. Also, how are you, Key? What's good? Is this game in VR? I don't know.
I don't believe it is.
It's weird. Like I don't know if you. It's maybe not obvious just from watching it. It has weirdly very precise mouse controls. I did it. It's not gory enough. By whose metric? You you shouldn't be sending that stuff to people in chat. That's a bad idea. That's like rule number 77 of like being in Twitch chat. Don't send your gory pale leg to people in Twitch chat. Not for free. You should be charging for that, if anything. Dude, speaking of legs, pale legs specifically, I bought an epilator, which is pretty cool. It's a very scary device. Do you know what an epilator is, Meta?
I do not know what an epilator is.
Alright, it's this horrifying machine. It's just like you hold it in your hand, but it essentially has like a rotating, I want to say like set of blades, but the blades aren't sharp. They just like press together and then like come apart, and they spin. And what it's for is for pulling hair out of like your body or your skin, essentially,
Oh.
right? It's kind of like it works just like waxing, but it's like a machine that's pulling them out one by one really fast, like.
Okay.
Now they're not like super commonly used, not by guys anyway, not very much. But it's better than shaving if you want to have your hair not come back for a longer amount of time.
Right.
Which is why I wanted to get one, because like historically, I've like if I wanted to shave my legs, I just shave them, but it just comes back like my hair grows fast. So it just comes back in like 2 days. I'm like a cactus, all prickly and shit. So I'm like, okay, I want something like longer lasting, and you know that sort of thing. So I was like, waxing is like expensive to like just buy self-waxing kits. So I'm like, I don't really want to do that. I don't really want to make my own wax. That's a bit too much effort. But I know the epilator thing, so I bought an epilator. I started using one. Man, that hurts. It's so painful. I got one like a good cheap one, dude. I've done half of one leg, and that's it. I'm just like doing it in segments. I'm like, this is too painful. I was like tearing up. I was like, oh. But it is, I will say, amazingly effective. The results are beautiful. It's 10 out of 10. It's so good. Laser poor hair. I don't want to do any laser hair removal. I don't want my hair to permanently go away. I just want to take longer to grow back. No lasers for me. And the thing about it, Epilator, it's all natural. It's just pulling them out, one by one. Do you like Turning Pro Skater 1 or Turning Pro Skater 2? I have not played either of those, but I love Turning Pro Skater 4. It's the one I played as a kid. Yo, Elise. Welcome to YouTube chat, welcome. But those are some of my updates. I don't know if there's anything else that's been crazy and happening.
Donkey Kong came out.
Oh, Bonanza, that's right. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if there's gonna be a controversial take. I don't think it's game of the year or whatever.
I don't think so either.
I've been seeing people be like, this is the greatest game ever released. Like 10 out of 10 across the board. I'm like, it is good. It's a good game. It's definitely not like the best game ever or anything. It just kind of feels like it's like Odyssey-esque, It's fun to like dig around and like throw things around. It's pretty good. It's like a 7 out of 10 solid. You know what I mean? That's like my kind of rating of it. Quite fun. It's
a thing. Every coworker who's asked it, I've answered it the same way. It's a dumb fun game, right? Like it's not hard.
Yeah.
But it's just fun to move around.
Yeah, basically. It's pretty chill. It's pretty easy for the most part. Except for whatever the final boss is actually really, really, really I struggle. I have to repeat it multiple times. Dude, what the hell? The final boss was crazy. Which actually that improves. I do like a challenging final boss. And I look around into my dusty corner of games and tell Nira that I'm gonna play it soon one of these days. But I do like a good challenging final boss. It's satisfying. But it's fun. I mean, if you like I feel like it's one of those games where if you watch it being played and you think to yourself like, this seems like it would be fun, it probably will be. Like you kind of you get what you what's the word? You get what you expect. I think there's no like surprises there.
Right.
Radis Maker says, what are your thoughts on a Vocaloid and similar stuff? You mean Miku? I love Miku. Hatsune Pizza? Domino's Pizza featuring Hatsune Miku? No, I like Vocaloid. Vocaloid is fun. Very cute. This is not really related to that, but it's just reminding me. Did you guys see that V Shoujo is imploding?
Oh my god. It's crazy.
So, for those of you who don't know, there are a lot of popular VTubers out there in the worldwide world of streaming. There are VTubers who sign up to like these agencies and they help with like marketing and events and whatever. They do their agency related stuff. And what happened was, they're usually seen as kind of shady or whatever. But I've heard people echo the sentiment that like they thought V Shoujo was like not that bad because like Iron Mouse was with them, right? And Iron Mouse has a lot of sway. As I think probably the most popular VTuber in the world currently. Anyway,
hit
she mentioned that
most subscribed Twitch channel in all time for quite a bit.
Yeah, broke records. Big streamer on the platform. Anyway, she was with V Shoujo, and she mentioned in a video that she was like quitting V Shoujo and cited that they pocketed 500 grand from her that was meant to go to like the immune deficiency charity she was raising money for. And then all hell broke loose. Bunch of VTubers quit. Bunch of people were like holding out, releasing statements and stuff. This was like yesterday, so I haven't seen if there's been like any new developments in like the time that I was asleep and stuff. But it's not looking very good for V Shoujo. You mean it says it has already imploded? Has it?
I mean, it was.
I
think it was practically all English talent except 4 of them have made an announcement.
Damn. It imploded within the first few hours of RMS uploading the video. Yeah, but doesn't the org still exist? Like they haven't like made a statement saying like we're closing shop.
The org still exists. Right. The charity last I heard was like 900,000, almost 1 million.
Dude, I've been seeing the charity, dude. It's crazy. Love to
But
see people getting together for that sort of thing.
I don't think the Japan branch, like I don't think anyone from that has made any announcements.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that might be a bit more isolated.
It sounds
The
like
JoJo shop is
the
literally
branches
closed.
were.
You can't buy merch. It's over. Damn.
Yeah, I did. The shop has nothing on it.
Raising money for all the charity that to save your life and then having the money be taken away is a reasonable reason to crash out. I wouldn't call Iron Master's response a crash out. I feel like for a crash out to be a crash out, you have to be like kind of losing your mind a little bit, like going like, whoa, what the hell, what the hell, you know? That's like a crash out. But yeah, that's that was a interesting development as far as like internet stuff is concerned recently. What else has there been? Anything else that's new?
Uh, trying to think. I've got a recording of a different new PB for rock climbing.
Yo, you should share that. I want to see.
I can
session.
let me post. I just got it yesterday.
Let's go, GG's.
That in the media channel.
Hell yeah, guys! If you want to see meta rock climb, be sure to check out the media channel. For those of you who aren't in the Discord yet, exclamation mark Discord in my chat if you would like a link to the Discord server where meta is sharing the rock climbing PBs. A lot of YouTubers left already because they weren't getting paid. Yeah, I saw that a lot of them had left already. Never really understood the point of like an agency.
It's so you don't need to worry about like managing money and stuff. Like they handle money, they handle merch, they handle some of like the connections and stuff. Just less that you need to worry about. You can focus more on being the talent and not managing and marketing.
I guess that makes sense, yeah. I was thinking, like, if you're like a model or like an actor, that feels like it makes a lot more sense because like your agency is like helping you get gigs to then do your craft. But, like, if you're
Right.
a streamer, you're kind of you've always got your same platform, and like if you got a YouTube channel, like maybe you hire like a few editors or something, but like feels a lot more like direct than it does with like other industries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That confused me a little bit.
I think it's also a thing specifically with VTubers of like it allows your stuff to be through the agency instead of under your name so that you can keep your personality, your like personal info more secure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. The idea with VTuber such as that they help connect with artists and pay for models and stuff early on. Oh, that is true. I have heard that like the agencies they like get you your model for you, but then they own the art and stuff. By the way, guys, if anybody, actually, I'm in an ad currently. I should wait. I'll wait for the ad to finish. Show my services. I am currently doing art commissions for people, but I make VTuber models. If you guys want a cute cartoon VTuber model, I make those on the side. I'm gonna probably make a portfolio website at some point in the distant future, or maybe like attach them to the Patreon or something. I did actually have an idea because through Patreon you can set up like a digital store. One idea I had was to make like a bunch of like default VTuber models, like one of a pony, one of like a Pokemon-looking character that's legally distinct, a few things like that or whatever, and have those be like on sale for like $10. You know, and you can just buy it and it's yours or whatever. But it's like it's a generic model, and then like if you want a custom one made, then I can like then make it for like an actual commission. Yo, Senator Silva, what's good? Hey there, Barry. How many levels of this have you finished now? Let's check. We have finished, myself and Meta, because we're on the same level. we've completed 10 levels. There are 6 left to go, and then we're done. That being said, I think we're on probably the hardest level in the entire game. Definitely for me, it's the hardest level. I
It's
think
almost like guaranteed. It's gonna be the hardest. I mean, I've struggled on some other ones too, so it's not to say we won't struggle after this, but
yeah, but this will probably be like the biggest struggle. I think is what I'm thinking. But who knows?
Mhm.
You know, maybe there is gonna be something that's harder. In other news, K-pop Demon Hunters made Netflix history. Lol, they were apparently the first movie to reach a new viewing peak in the 5th week of its release. Not to mention their music beat big K-pop groups on Spotify as well. Their music is K-pop though. That music is like big K-pop music.
I heard the name of it, but I was like, I don't know what this is.
Oh, the movie?
Yeah.
There's a new animated movie called K-pop Demon Hunters, which is like it's got pretty cute music in it, but it's like it's a movie on Netflix that you can watch. I watched it with you, Miz, recently. Miz says Meta UGC in all caps. It's so good. It's alright. It's very K-poppy, but it depends on what you like out of your movies. I feel like the story isn't like I'm gonna get cancelled for like not loving the movie. I think I do like it though. I was like a 6 out of 10. It was pretty good. But I personally don't really like K-pop either. I don't like the music, and I kind of have a bit of a hatred for the industry because it's predatory and stuff. So I'm not a big K-pop guy. I don't really like K-pop. Um, the movie being about K-pop does nothing in terms of like criticizing the industry or like looking at it from a more interesting critical lens. It doesn't do anything like that. It's not interesting from that perspective at all. It's like totally glazing it. Um, if anything, it's probably going to turn people into K-pop fans more than anything else, which is fine. There's nothing inherently necessarily wrong with that, maybe. But the story of the movie feels more like an excuse to get the songs of the movie out there rather than like, oh, we're gonna try to build a very interesting story around these characters and stuff. I feel like they could have done a lot more with the concepts they had without spoiling anything than they really did. I didn't find the main character really that interesting, unfortunately. The main antagonist was a bit more interesting than the main character, which is like, that's fine. But like the story resolutions weren't that interesting to me. It was fine. It was a fine movie, but I don't know. It's very like got people by the grip. Like, it's just like hooked into people's like brain cells recently. People have been loving it. But yeah, I don't know. It's just depends on what you watch it for. It's not my kind of thing, I don't think. The story of the movie is good. The story of the movie is like very, I feel like, predictable. Like if you were given like a summary of the movie, you could like predict what happens in the movie and probably be right. At least that's what I kind of think. I don't know. The story didn't do anything that interesting. Like I said, it felt to me watching the movie, it felt like the story was more of an excuse of getting like the K-pop songs out there. You're in early today. I already reported you. Your Colin, what's good? The audience repellent simulator again, dude. The audience loves this shit. This is the banter simulator, man. But I'm sorry, Yumizu. Look, I love you, Yumizu, and I know this is like his favorite movie at the moment. So I apologize, but we have talked about it. I've given my thoughts. It has a 96% review score. People are loving it. Like, I'm definitely in the minority, I think, as far as like who watched the movie. He says it's very K-pop-y in quotes. No way, really. Never would expect that from a movie called K-pop Demon Hunters. So you don't have to get defensive on the mouth of the movie. I just don't like K-pop personally. I don't hate it. Like if K-pop is playing, you know, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, K-pop, I refuse to listen to it. Not at all. Like if there's songs here and there that I'm like, oh, that's a good song. But I think also K-pop fans kind of scare me a little bit. I feel like the K-pop fandom is like fucking insane. to put it mildly. K-pop stands are like, I don't know, something about them. They remind me of like, what other fan bases like that? They're very. What's like a harsh word I can use that's not going to be very mean? They're intense.
There's got to be a lot of industries like that, right?
Yeah, for sure. Insane Clown Posse fans? Wait, those guys are. Aren't those guys kind of chill? I don't know anything about Insane Clown Posse. I like their face makeup though. Not gonna offensive, I just think it's stupid to call it K-pop once the main aspect of the movie, Lamau. But it's not stupid. That's like a genuine point though. Like if you, let's say you didn't like metal, like heavy metal music, and you watched a movie about heavy metal, then, like you could say like it's a lot of heavy metal.
And that could be a, you know, a 1-star review, or that could be a 5-star review. Like, it depends on who you are.
Yeah, no, true, exactly. I was thinking actually as well. Like, if you love K-pop, you probably just love the movie. The movie is like, you know, it has a lot of like. I will say in its credit, because I did like it more than I didn't, despite me giving it some criticism. One thing that it did do is that the movie is like a musical, but the songs in the movie are integrated into the universe of the movie much better than like, or in a more realistic way than other musicals. Like the songs that happen in the movie are like being performed like on stage and stuff. So it feels more like they're actually happening. They feel more justified rather than like if you're watching a musical and then like all of the people in the movie just like break out into song and they're all choreographed and it feels like it's like fake but on purpose kind of thing. It doesn't have that going for it, so that's kind of interesting.
Are
I do
you
like
throwing
that.
shade at High School Musical right now?
No, I'm just saying it's a different take. I could never throw shade at High School Musical. Sub question: have you seen the edit of the High School Musical songs where the music is removed? It's just like realistic sound effects, like
I've seen a couple
running
of those
around in the
edits.
grass. Like splashes water, you can hear it. Those are funny. Those are funny. Those are pretty good. MLP has the weirdest fans. I'm not gonna disagree with you. MLP fans are pretty weird. There's less and less of us each day. You know, we're an endangered species, maybe not. But our herd definitely has like shrunken in numbers over the decades. Yo, Mitch, I swear I've seen you doing this one before. That's because I have done it before. This is like our 7th session or something.
Something like that.
So you're saying 4 more years of gameplay left? You're saying? We'll see. We'll see. We're playing this game like once a week for like a couple hours each time, so we're getting through it slowly.
To you, that was the wording I was expecting him to use as well.
A dying read. I feel like the numbers have shrunken, but I don't think it's getting much smaller. I feel like it was big at one point, and then it's kind of shrunken down a lot, and now it's kind of like a bit more of like a core number of people, where it's just not really increasing or decreasing. MLB fans have always been a strange case to me. Yeah, we're a strange group. Did you know that I haven't finished the show? I love bringing that out every time. The Kiss movie? There's a Kiss movie? I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. And I can't get enough of you, baby. Can you get enough of me? They solve a mystery? Wait, that sounds awesome. That sounds like it's gonna be goofy as heck. With rock and roll. K-pop fans and LP fans are terrifying. Yeah, that's kind of real. For different reasons. You're an MLP poser then? No, I've seen the first... I was watching the first 5 seasons as they were airing. I'm an OG, man. But, I don't know. I don't think the show doesn't stay amazing for the whole run, unfortunately. One of these days I'll finish it, though. But yeah, it is true. My My Little Pony is not my favorite show or even cartoon. Those honors go to Breaking Bad and Avatar: The Last Airbender, respectively. Yo, Ralph Alpha. Thing in the thing, it's thing in the thing.
Thing in the thing.
We love thing in the thing. This is impossible though.
I think I've had two attempts at throw 3 today.
Oh wow, okay, you're
Feeling pretty good.
I've had many attempts at throw 2, but not at throw 3 today. I know there's one guy who's obsessed with Octavia, even though she has like no involvement in most of the show and calls her his wife. It's pretty scary. Hey, you talking about?
Yuzu, I think you should be careful around that person, and if you need help, I'm here. You know, just keep your distance.
Wait till you find out that's actually secretly Mizu's type.
That'd be a crazy twist. You know, sometimes you can never know the true colors of a person, even when they're shouting it loudly into the air.
On the internet, nobody knows you're secretly a horse. Dude, I've been back on the anime watching grind. I've been watching some anime again recently.
Ooh, what you got going?
I've got a few. I finished watching the second season of My Hero Academia.
Okay.
It's been fun. I'm not loving it, but it is like just a nice kind of turn your mind off kind of show.
Mm-hmm.
It just reminds me of like other long-running shonen shows like Naruto and stuff, but like not quite as good. But that's fine. It's still fine. It's fun. It's got a good dub, so I like that.
It does have a good dub.
You know. Jerk. So for reference, I was watching this with Q, and then I finished the second season on my own, and Q was like, "You finished this show without me? How dare you?" And for context, the last time Q and I watched an episode of this thing was in 2023. It's been a minute. But I just decided to like pick it back up again and just finish it off. Because I was close to the end of season 2. I was like, I'm curious how this ends, so I decided to watch it. By anime, you mean Uma Musume? I've actually only watched 2 movies and 2 episodes. But no, mostly not Uma Musume. I did watch the Beginning of a New Era, whatever it's called. The Uma Musume movie with Q the other day. That movie's fire, man. That's a good movie. But what else did I watch? I started rewatching Nichijou.
Okay.
It's been super fun. I don't know if you've seen it, Meta. Have you seen Nichijou?
Blizzard, myself, and another friend have been watching it little by little.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that show is like super wacky. There's a new show, adapting a manga by the same manga author.
It's a 4-letter word, but I can't. City, that's what it is.
I love that you use a 4-letter word. That's funny. But that show's been really fun. I've seen the first 2 episodes of that. It's like currently airing, so I'm watching that with friends. It's really, really good. It's like a return to form. So I watched Nichijou back in high school when it was airing, which is like ages and ages and ages ago now. So it feels sick, like watching another show that's like got that same vibe again. It's super nostalgic, but also a fresh take on the world. So that's really fun. There's even like Easter eggs in there to Nichijou. Like in Nichijou, one of the characters, Mio Naganohara, is the one with blue hair. Her thing is that she wants to become like a manga author, I think, in Nichijou. And then City the Animation, I think, just takes place in the same universe, but doesn't really explicitly reference Nichijou or anything. But there's one point where they're saying like, oh yeah, there's a new mangaka called, her name is Naganohara, she's gonna be working with you or whatever. And you see her from behind, and it looks like an older version of Mio.
That's neat.
Like, okay, that's a cute little nod. So I've been watching that with Yumizu, or I've been watching Nichijou with Yumizu. I've been rewatching it, and then I picked up a show with Yumizu called, at Yumizu's recommendation, we've been watching a show called Asobi Asobase, which is like super unhinged. The way you described it, which I thought was a really good way of putting it, was like, it's if Nichijou was like on Adult Swim. It's very, very, very unhinged, but extremely funny. It's definitely a certain kind of like crass humor that if you find fun, it's like it's pretty good. I would recommend it. Then we watched the first 2 episodes of Den Coil, which we'll probably come back to at some point. That's like a show where like I don't really know what the show is about quite yet. It's like these kids and they're like running around this sort of world where like cyber reality has been like augmented into the real world and you can like see it through glasses and stuff. And you get like cyber pets and whatever, and there's like some virus being spread or something. But we're in the early stages of that show, so we haven't seen where that's going. What else? Oh, I continued watching through original Dragon Ball. I'm 39 episodes into OG Dragon Ball.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get through that. I would like to get to Dragon Ball Z and rewatch that finally. So I haven't seen that show since I was a kid. Then I watched an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds.
Fantastic.
Unhinged, bro. It's
I love 5Ds.
So wacky. It's so everything's about like speed and going fast and like playing cards and motorcycles. It's just I forgot how like absurd it was. But it's super fun. I'm like 20 episodes into that. That's like most of what I've been watching, I think. You're better. Are you still in the same place doing the same thing? Yeah, that's what this thing is, man. You can't rush Trickshot, you know? This is quite a hard Trickshot, this one.
Panda, how is this no different than logging into Genshin and playing your dailies?
This is actually better because there's no extra incentives like telling you to come back. This is just you get what you see. This game doesn't need to trick you to come back. It's just if you vibe with what's going on, you will come back of your own accord.
You're not getting tricked, you're tricking.
Oh, bars. True. I'm a different actor tomorrow. I have a one. Radness Mega. Thanks for popping by. First Love Legend. What's this supposed to mean? I'm just kidding. You misery bully him. Bully him in chat right now. You misery when he gets confronted by another chatter. Just kidding. Panda can't hurt you through the screen. Keeps cheering for the bullying. That's the spirit. You have Frozen Apple Juice in YouTube chat. Welcome, dude. Was a good legend. Hello. Welcome to Trickshot Simulator. We're trick-shotting. I'm a teacher. I kind of evidence of me bullying children. It's okay. Panda's been around so long that he's actually an adult now. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy because one of the teachers that I climb with is like, oh yeah, no, I don't call it bullying. I call it like constructive I can't remember how he worded it. But a way to where, you know, he can say it as a teacher and it's not bullying.
Let's reword it. What's after this? You mean today, what are we streaming after we're done streaming Trickshot Simulator, or what are me and Meta playing after we both successfully complete this game?
Not criticism. Can't really remember.
Social re-engineering. I beat Bonanza. Not gonna spoil anything, but holy shit, this is definitely my game of the year. Oh, I beat it as well. I'm in the post game now. I'm in the collecting bananas to gather up the elders segment of the game. So
imagine not collecting all the bananas as you go before you move on. Couldn't be me.
Are you a big 100%er kind of guy?
I am. I had spent so much time in the first main layer because I was like, they're not giving. I need two. I think I needed three fossils left, and it the screen froze. Okay, I saw the miss, but the screen froze as you were throwing it. Um.
Ugh.
So yeah, I needed like three fossils left. I was like, I've searched every gap possible, and there I was breaking everything. There were no treasure chests spawning with like maps. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. After I think I was probably searching for an hour, not collecting anything. It's like I think I just have to move on until I have better gear, and then I get to another sub layer. I'm like, that makes so much sense. I wish I didn't waste my time.
Okay, hold. I don't even. Nah, never mind. Never mind. Dude, I just got 2 attempts at 3 while you were talking about Bonanza. Oh my god.
I
I got like
almost got
boosted.
two in while you had two in as well. That would have been crazy,
But that's
both
the
of us
winner.
being on throw three.
That would have been pretty wild. Imagine we both get it at the same time. That would be so cinematic. Yumizu says, I need to go pick up Zenla's Zone Zero and Honkai Star Rail. Yumizu, why would you do that to yourself? I thought
Yumizu,
you
no,
were,
you
like,
don't.
good spirits.
See, these are
I'm
the
just stopping
cases.
before you self-harm.
These are the cases where bullying is okay.
Yeah, this is like somebody saying in chat, like, hey, you know what I should pick up? Like, League of Legends. Like, this is not a good idea.
No, that's a call for help.
Trust me, you will feel better about yourself doing, like, literally anything else with your time. What are you doing after this? I'm playing Super Mario 64. I was thinking about doing Quest 64, but I did not quite manage to get everything set up in time that I wanted to, so no Quest 64 today. We're gonna do Super Mario 64 speedruns for... Let's see. It is currently 11:48 a.m. for me. I will probably do Mario speedruns until maybe like 5 or 6 p.m. and then I'm gonna go to the city to meet up with Surge to have dinner with him. Don't tell me, why would you do this when you play a gacha game about horse racing? Yeah,
One
but that's
of
different
these is
because you play
more
that too.
socially acceptable.
Very true, very true.
Everyone's gacha horse racing right now.
Did you see that game was like the second most like downloaded game on Steam or something recently?
Really?
Something like that. I might be misremembering the stat. It was the second most game on Steam with like the other day. I think somebody said it was the second most bought game, but I don't know what that means because the game is free.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to interpret that statistic. But that game is fire. That's like that's very different. That's just like I'm like a slave to the meta, essentially. But less so than that, my friends, Toast and Ray, they were both playing the Japanese mobile game before it was out. I bet if they weren't horses, you wouldn't be as interested. I would be less interested if my friends weren't already playing it, to be perfectly real. If they weren't already grinding it, I probably wouldn't be playing it that much. But also, actually, if it's two factors. They're playing it, and Northern Lions playing it. So I'm, like, super influenced to playing it.
It's okay because the streamer is playing it, and so everyone's allowed to.
Dude, like, he played it, and then, like, everybody was playing it for a bit. It was a huge wave of Uma Musume streams on Twitch for a little while. He was complaining to me the other day. She was saying, like, dude, all my friends are playing this game. This dumb horse game. But Q and I watched the movie now, so I feel like Q gets the whimsy. I think I wanna paraphrase and say Q said, like, if I was 6 years old, I would enjoy this. So now the real task is you have to embrace your inner 6-year-old and enjoy the horses. I bet one day Umusume and Mahjong will collaborate. Maybe. That would be fun. The one thing that's, like, good about the game is, like, I am extremely incentivized not to spend money on the gacha. I think I will be free to play forever. Because I'm pretty sure the horse racing game has ties to the Japan Racing Association, which is like they're involved with like Japanese horse racing and stuff like that. And I am like ethically against horse racing, kind of as a practice or whatever.
Non-anime girl horses.
Yeah, any sort of real horse racing, I'm like kind of against. I'm against it. I think so. I wouldn't. I'm incentivized not to spend money on the game for that reason. I am liking though the effect that the game is having. That a lot of people are learning about the real horses that the horses are based off on, and like people are caring about the real horses and like buying them grass and sending them stuff. So that's like that's pretty neat. I like that aspect of it.
Wait, I thought all the horses in the game were dead.
No, Haru Urara is alive. Goldchip is alive. I think like Major Orion is alive. But most of them are dead, but not all of them. Some of them are just old and retired. You can buy I don't know if you can do it from overseas, but if you're in Japan or you have a way of purchasing Japanese goods through like a Japanese credit card or something, you can buy grass for the retired racehorses and like it'll send it to them and stuff. What about zoos? How do you feel about those? I'm anti-zoo. I'm pro-animal sanctuary, if that makes sense. I feel like there's like a difference between those two. Zoos I'm kind of against, but like animal sanctuaries I'm like down for. It depends on what it is. If the point of it is like it depends what the intent behind like the structure is, you know, kind of thing.
I was gonna ask, like, where does an aquarium fit into that? Because I feel like those typically are big on like teaching and like showing why like we need to care more about the oceans and stuff.
I think aquariums are fine so long as they don't have dolphins. I'm sus of like any aquariums that have dolphins as like a part of the exhibit or whatever. But outside of that, I feel like they're pretty good. If you get like a big enough space, you get all the fish. It depends. It's one of I feel like this is one of those things where you have to kind of judge it like each structure on its own merits kind of thing, because they like vary a lot between countries and between buildings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely like I feel like you can go to some that are like very educational and stuff, and you can see like, okay, this is a proper place. They're really like caring for the critters here. Like that's all well and good.
Panda.
I feel like kind of generally, yeah.
I was gonna say Panda. I can attest to Genshin being a good game, gameplay wise. However, I feel freer
well.
not having played it for 4 years.
I feel a little bit like that about Osu, kind of. That game is like crack cocaine or something, man. Dude, did you see? Oh my god, another funny thing. So Andrew Callahan of Channel 5,
Dude,
YouTube who makes like interesting, like deep dives into interesting like news stuff from a somewhat less biased point of view or whatever. He did an interview recently with Hunter Biden.
I spent my Monday watching that.
That was what I watched through part of it. That was like an interesting interview. I haven't seen all of it yet, but I was laughing quite hard in the morning when I saw like a clip going around on Twitter of Hunter Biden like breaking down like crack cocaine or something like that, and people were quote tweeting that and saying like, "This is like watching LeBron James breaking down basketball." This is so funny. I was dying, dude. That was a really funny comparison. Like that's kind of that's so true.
Mm-hmm. I mean, in the interview, he did say the almost exact quote of like, "I've snorted more Parmesan cheese than possibly anyone else on the planet," or something.
Oh wait, I think yeah, that was a clip from like a different interview that he gave that was played like during the interview, I think as well.
Mm-hmm.
What a wild comment.
But I mean, it's good to see that he's clean. To be at that point and then like adjust out of it, it's crazy.
Yeah, I can't imagine what that kind of lifestyle is like. I feel very lucky that I'm, you know, that my vices like start and stop at like fried potatoes. I love how they're gajinkas of the actual horses. What the heck? What is a gajinka? I don't know what that means. Is that a typer? They're a gajinka. Maybe I shouldn't say that. That feels like I'm almost saying a bad word. I'm a little afraid. Dude, sometimes people will say something like, hey, can you say this in another language, like in YouTube chat? And I'll be like, no, I don't know what that says. That could be anything, man. You're so paranoid? I am, like, naturally paranoid. So, which is both a good and bad thing. You know, the good part of it is, like, I will always wear my helmet. I'm never falling into the category of, like, there's this phenomenon. I don't know what it's called. Where, like, you acknowledge that bad things can happen, but you never think they're gonna happen to you, kind of thing. There's a name for that fallacy. I don't remember the name. But I try not to think like that ever. I'm always like, I could get hit by a car at any moment, kind of thing. But maybe I let that inhibit me a little bit too much.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, like wearing your helmet when like riding a bike, right? That you're talking about?
Yeah, not just like while I'm like walking down the street.
Because situation for my climbing group, right? Two of the girls are planning a 125-mile bike ride. They're biking out of state to camp out for the night, climb the next day at the park they're going to, camp out that night, and then bike back the next morning.
Okay, that's full on.
Yeah, and it had come out that one of them doesn't wear a helmet, and one of the guys from the group who used to work at a bike shop was like, "Oh no, that's a problem." Like, and he was going into detail of like different situations, and like one friend he had who had like something happened to where he flipped over his handlebars and like slid across the ground, and his helmet was like shaved down close to his ear, and he's like, if he wasn't wearing a helmet he wouldn't have his ear right now. So
helmets are awesome.
Yeah, helmets are important.
There's like that one video, it's always good to show people, of that guy falling over, and then he gets up, he has a helmet, and he's like, I love helmets! Oh wait, I had to be just right. Dude, timing, oh my god. Says, does the intelligence of the animal play a factor? Like, apes and dolphins are much smarter than others, therefore it's even more stressing for them to be in captivity. It's not quite as much. The intelligence plays a factor insofar as like how big and interesting the enclosure needs to be, but it's like a relative thing. Like if you have like a place, and let's say you have like an ape, but they have like a massive enclosure and they have climbing trees and whatever, but then you also have like a ferret, but the ferret is like in a teeny little box, then obviously the ferret has it worse relative to the structure and that sort of thing, right? So it's just like you gotta just assess it based on that. Like you can have like a sanctuary where like you have dolphins and whatever. Maybe I don't know about the dolphins one. I feel like that's maybe an animal that you shouldn't really keep in captivity unless you're like rehoming it or something like that. So like limits. I've seen like apes and stuff and like other big monkeys and gorillas and stuff be in places where like they're they're being cared for because they have injuries, or they're being cared for like temporarily before they get like sent back into the wild, kind of thing, or like their habitats got destroyed and they're getting rebuilt or something.
Oh, you said gorillas.
What do you think?
I heard like apes and big monkeys and girls, and I'm like, oh, wait, one of these is not like the other.
I've heard people use Gijika for when someone gives human-like characteristics to animals. I have never heard that word before.
So is this like anthropomorphic, but like instead of giving
just a cool new word?
Yeah, I guess my brain usually thinks anthropomorphic is like giving humans more like animal-like features, where this would be the opposite. But I don't think there's really any I think they can probably both be used both ways.
It's like taking something and making it human. I've never heard, I don't know what that. I'll have to like Urban Dictionary that word or something because you spelled it 2 different times the 2 times you mentioned it. So now I'm like, I don't. This is like I'm getting it from a scuffed source. In Japanese, the term for like the Uma Musume like style of character, where you have like just the ears of like the animal, it's called kimono mimi, which like literally translates to just animal ears. So that's like a
They have tails
popular...
too, don't they?
They do have tails too, but I think that's like optional. You can either have or not have them for kimono mimi to be like an applicable term. But they do have them. The Uma Musume do have horse tails. I keep resetting on successful attempts. I like get it in and then I'm just like reset it. Second time I looked it up. Gijinka? Oh snap, you scored finally, you're Tanak. Did I? It depends on when you came into the stream. But I have been stuck on this for like 6 hours. Close to. You're Norman Silva? Hola. Look at me, YouTube chat.
Why is 3 so hard?
Like 47 seconds ago? No, I didn't do anything 47 seconds ago. I gotta get all 3 of these guys for it to count.
Was that me you were looking at? Because 47 seconds ago I did have 1 and 2.
Oh, damn, okay.
So it depends on if you were looking at that on fire gameplay in the top left of your screen.
Yeah, Mena's been cooking, huh? I was wondering if you noticed that. Wait, notice what? Oh. You have to get all 3 in a row? Yep. We have to get number 1, then number 2, then number 3. One after another, with no extras thrown in between.
Whoa, hold up. So you know, I've been kind of not cheating, but I am throwing an extra in between 1 and 2.
Are you? But you lose one if you do that.
I don't, because the first one I use to like make sure I get my power right is thrown before the first one is fully settled, so it's still infinity at the time.
Oh, wait, what?
So I've been
That's
using a
crazy
setup
strat.
throw, and then that's given me a bit more success with number 2.
So you go like that, and then... Oh, I see what you mean! You're a big brain individual.
This is me
Every time
right
you
now.
just throw.
That's me right now.
Ugh. So that means I should be throwing like 2 at a time, basically. Because then even if like I miss the initial second one, I just get a free extra attempt.
Yeah, you just like adjust it a little bit. I just find that the first time I throw the second one, I'm too short, and I just need to adjust
like...
that power level a little bit.
You know, I do have that same issue actually. Now that you mention it.
And problem is I have no consistency on number 3.
I've gotten close with 3 before, but 3 is a nightmare. That's like another one that you have to like just do a power throw for.
Right.
Okay, give me 1 second. I've got an ad running currently. I'm gonna go to the toilet really fast. I'm gonna come right back. I'll be fast.
Okay. I'm gonna use this time to grab a snack then.
Sweet. Alright, quick BRB guys. We'll be right back.
Oh. Did I beat him back? If anyone was wondering what happens if you don't do them in order, it just tells you to reset. It stops you from throwing any others if you do them out of order. I think that's him.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. It's good to be back. I'm ready to throw some more trick shots.
What's your current time tab?
My current time.
It's hit 2 hours 54 minutes.
I'm at 6 hours 41 minutes.
Woo.
And 6,293 tries.
Let's see what's try count at 2,660.
That's a lot. This is a hard one.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably first try this. You should do it, Panda. I reckon you might have a good shot at trying it. How are you so bad? That's what Toast thought, I think, but when he tried it himself, and he tried it in front of our friend group, and he struggled. This is definitely a game that looks... It's way harder than it looks. It looks like so chill by comparison. But you should try it. Da, 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 da.
The controls are really good, actually.
Yeah, the controls are surprisingly good. They're very precise. You have a lot more control over it than you'd expect. But you should give it a try. It's a fun game. They reset when it lands on the thing, yeah. I accidentally do that sometimes. Okay, so I still get my second shot. Oh my god, I almost benefited from the strategy. I just knocked it. I'm not wasting money on it? Okay, then you couldn't do it first try, because you don't want to buy the game. Destroyed. With facts and logic. Okay. Fuck! I went off to the side. Sorry, we just gotta keep farming 2 out of 3s. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. How are your snacks meta, by the way?
Very good.
Nice. What'd you get to snack on?
It's like a Rice Krispie s'mores thing.
Oh
It's
damn. Okay, that sounds sweet as heck.
two Rice Krispies, a graham cracker between it, and chocolate ice cream, and it was all like made in a pan, and then it we just keep it in the freezer.
Okay, damn.
Very tasty.
I love Rice Krispie cereal. I used to have rice bubbles, which I think is like the Australian version of Rice Krispies.
Sounds like it.
They have like the snap, crackle, and pop. They got like the dudes on the thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just renamed for some reason.
All right,
I wonder why.
shirt's coming off.
The short's coming off. He's ready to game.
It's getting real. I've seen plenty of Super Mario 64 world records happen with no shirt. That's how you know.
Hey, I've seen Simply get one. I've seen Cheese get one and then rip his shirt off. I've seen Kano get some records with his shirt off.
Mm-hmm.
There's a notable few.
Everyone knows there's like a slight power up when you take the shirt off.
Real. I found Weet-Bix at my store the other day. You guys have Weet-Bix? Goddamn. You wrote it with different letters though. I wonder if it's actually the same thing. Probably will be.
At this rate, we're going to have to start taking our pants off to get world record. Whatever it takes.
Strip Trickshot Simulator. No, he's using the power of his natural cooling, you know. I just spell things wrong sometimes. No, you might have spelled it right. It might just be like that it's a different like version of it or something. Because they're spelled differently in different places. I didn't mean to reset that. I'm resetting like too reflexively sometimes. Maybe you're wrong. About how Weet-Bix is spelled in Australia? Dude, I have it in my kitchen.
Is that the cereal where it's just a giant single brick of wheat?
Yes. That's what I eat for breakfast, which people say is like an old man cereal or something, but it's really popular in Australia. Very, very common breakfast food.
Oh my god, I just had a perfect straight line throw at number 3. It was too slow to actually make it, but it was crazy.
Oh damn, okay. You eat cereal like my dad? I just eat like normal cereal. You just used to eating like cereal that if you compressed would like give 12 people diabetes or something.
Mm.
Just like made of sugar.
Like the Captain Crunch with berries that I've been eating in the mornings.
You're like that too. You got a sweet tooth as well.
I like the healthy ones, but I eat what ends up in the cabinet. Captain Crunch is so good.
I will say I'm not a sweet hater all the way through. I like my I don't like my cereal particularly sweet personally, but I do like a good sody pop. I believe you guys call them in America.
It depends on where you're from.
Okay, what do they call soda / lemonade / cola where you're from, Meta?
I think it's soda from my region.
Nice.
I actually have to. I always have to check because I'll switch between.
Soda or pop, but generally not both when except what it is. Soda gang. Fun little quiz. What do they call soda where I'm from in Australia? If you had to guess.
Oh, it's pop where I'm from. My bad. You guys just call them fizzies?
Nobody calls them fizzies. Fizzy lifting drink is funny though. That's from Willy Wonka, right?
Probably.
You get a few guesses.
Um,
I will point out if anybody says it in chat or not.
you're not part of the region that just calls it Coke, right?
No, Coke is Coca-Cola.
Okay. And then
Or
because
Kool-Aid.
I think we've had this discussion before because your default thought of lemonade is like a fizzy drink, right?
Yeah, that was like half a bit, half real. But in Europe, that's a common thing to just call like anything that's a fizzy drink limonada, which is like
Okay.
lemonade.
Yeah, Yumizu, see, that's weird to me because like fizzy lemonade just isn't a common thing. Usually it's just like, oh, you hand squeeze the lemons and like
Yeah.
a sweet lemon juice.
Hunter loves Coke. That he does. Or he did, I should say. Okay, would you like the answer or are you submitting any more guesses?
Is it a very Australian sounding term?
I don't think so. Like if I said it to you, I don't think it sounds really Aussie, but maybe I'm like biased. I would say not though.
Do you know of any other place that uses this term? Wow, that was actually close.
Uh, I don't, but I don't know like what other places use, like just in general.
Okay. I don't think I'll be able to guess it.
Alright, we call it soft drink.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how like universal that is. I want to say that it's not particularly Aussie because like generally Aussie terms are very like shorten it, give it a funny ending kind of sound.
Right. No,
I feel
soft
like
drink
soft
is
drink
a
feels more regional.
very it's a very common. Usually if you're at like a restaurant on the menu, it'll like the section is soft drinks.
The kind of soft drink we wear at restaurants, yeah. I wonder if the Brits have a funny name for it. I looked it up. It's soda. Soda is really common as well. But that I feel like is very like America imported. That's like the American cultural powerhouse, like influencing media and everything. No way to learn how to say words when I move. I mean, you hear me talk normally. Okay, hold. No, it's so close. I'm gonna reset it immediately. I've had many 3 attempts, like all of a sudden.
Yeah,
The last
you've been going
almost like
off.
20 minutes. I was like getting nothing for like the first half, and now I'm just like I'm clocking in.
Oh my god, look at that straight throw.
Are you familiar with the Utah soda restaurants? This must be a question for Meta, probably. I am not though, personally.
Sort of familiar. I've never been out to Utah myself.
I'll be saying color wrong as well. Color is said the same way. You just spell it with an extra U.
They don't do alcohol, so they have soda hangouts instead of bars. Honestly, sounds amazing.
Dude, that sounds dope. I'll go to that. Cause I don't drink alcohol, so that would be actually kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And if
I
you only eat
also
Wheat Bix, or do you enjoy any other types of cereal? I will give you all the cereals I like. Okay, and then you guys can tell me like what you think of these cereals. I like obviously Wheat Bix. I like oatmeal, like porridge.
okay. I
I
think that's a
like
different classification, but we'll count it.
is it
I don't consider
breakfast
oatmeal cereal, but like it's the same style of like bold morning food.
bold morning food usually with like with a milk. Is oatmeal
Hmm.
really not cereal? I
I
thought
don't
cereal was
think
like
it
any
is.
grain.
I feel like
But okay,
cereal is like a processed grain.
right. There's also I do also like Cheerios. Do you guys have those? It's like little circles.
Yeah. Which any
Those are
particular
nice.
flavor?
The plain one. I do not like the. I mean, I can't eat the honey one, obviously, but I like the plain one.
Not a fan of apple cinnamon.
Nah, I like I mean, you can probably tell from like my other choices. I kind of like plain cereal.
Makes sense. Cheerios are good, even the plain ones.
And then that's kind of it. I don't really eat Cheerios much. That's just like a once in a while thing. If I'm feeling very spicy, I might have Nutrigrain. But that one's like very sugary. Do you guys have Nutrigrain?
I'm not familiar with them as like a cereal brand, but they do like granola bars and stuff like that.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, they do cereal here. I feel like I liked Milo in the past, but I haven't had it in a very long time. Yo, Landon, is
I,
this your kids like numbers 1, 2, 3? I don't know what that comment is meant to mean, but I don't have kids. Not yet.
I think they mean because like the numbers on the chairs are like these colorful like playset numbers.
I see, I see. Yeah, kid number 3 doesn't get a chair. They're just gonna stand at the end. They've not been good. They haven't been eating their Iron Man cereal.
Mm-hmm.
I generally also for breakfast I do like a nice couple slices of bread with like Vegemite on them. Ooh, that's up there. Get those B vitamins in. JT, who is best pwn? It's clearly Octavia. I have like multiple plushes of her. What's good? Welcome. I tried Vegemite and hated it. It's an acquired taste. It's very bitter and salty, but it's extremely healthy for you. It has B1, B2, B3 vitamins, and folate. But it's very like, you gotta have just like a little bit of it on your toast, and then like have butter over the top. And then it gives it kind of like this nice bitter bite. But I remember the first time I ever tried Vegemite, I didn't know what it was. I went to like we were in primary school, and we were having like a school disco or something. And there was like a cafeteria lady who was like serving this mysterious brown goop on bread. Now at the time, I've always liked chocolate. I love chocolate. So when I was younger, I used to have like Nutella on my bread, right? And so when I saw these kids getting like this tiny bit of brown goop like on a bit of toast and having that like outside of the dance hall or whatever. And so I went up as well. I was like, oh, I want some Nutella. So I went up, had a piece of bread, and the lady put like a teeny bit, like a pea-sized amount on my bread. And I was like, can I have a little bit more? And she's like, okay. And she put a little bit more. I was like, can I have like a lot more? And she was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, okay. And she like lathered it in this stuff.
Barinade's a
One
big
bite of
kid.
it,
He can handle the Nutella.
yeah. I took one bite out of it. I threw it out immediately. I hated it. I did not realize it was Vegemite in that jar. It was like unlabeled. That was my first experience with it. Afterwards, I was like, what was that? And then I found out it was Vegemite. And then I didn't have it for years until I was an adult. I didn't have it again. And then at some point, I was like, looking at my diet, and I was like, man, I want to see if I can get a few more, like, vitamins in. Like, I want a bit more of the B vitamins. And I was just looking up stuff, and I saw, like, a grid, like, a chart that somebody else had made who was also vegan. And like, this is a good, easy place to get these vitamins. And Vegemite was on there. I was like, oh, shit, maybe I should try this again. And then I tried it, and now I have, like, I have a much more diversified palate than I did when I was, like, 11 years old. So now it's like, I can kind of appreciate, like, the bitter bite. So cafeterias sound so ass. That's because they are. I feel like they're not meant to be like highbrow, high class food. It's just kind of like, you know, just something to keep you going. Vitamins aren't worth denying my taste buds what they deserve. Phrases said moments before a shocking announcement from the doctor about your health condition. You Yumizu is very like 7-year-old kid coded when it comes to food a little bit. Show him a health food, he's like, ew, I don't want to have that.
Mac and cheese,
He
grilled
loves mac and cheese,
cheese.
ironically. Whenever he cooks anything, he's always like, Barinade, I made mac and cheese. He's very like dino nuggy coded, yeah.
Oh, hey, let's not trash on some dino nuggets. Those are good.
I literally eat everything. What are you talking about? Okay, what about mushrooms or olives on your pizza?
Ooh,
Vegemite?
both very good.
Both are amazing, and the antithesis to picky eaters. Guy who eats everything when they have to eat an olive? Ooh, not that though. Guy who listens to all kinds of music when he has to listen to speedcore? Ooh. Love dino nuggies. Hey, nuggies are great. Even vegan nuggies are pretty good. They've been improving on the tech.
Have they changed the tech?
They have. They've been it's weird because like I feel like food science is getting better. So they're figuring out how to make fake versions of things better as time goes on. Like I just noticed like because I've been vegan for a while now, for like 7+ years, 7.5, 8 years, something like that, 2018. And since then, I've been seeing things like improve, like quite fast. I'm like, this is kind of interesting. It's like investing into a stock early, and it's like just the stock is going up. Like vegan burgers are like kind of getting better, sort of.
I like the idea of how that came from the Dino Nugget discussion. So in my head, it's like, yeah, the technology for like imitating dinosaurs in nugget form has changed so much over the years. Get the T-Rex out of here. We're adding like a pterodactyl nuggy.
Oh, they're getting like more accurate to real dinosaurs. That's
Yeah.
Dude, you know what? I hope one day. I hope for two things. If I had a genie, I would waste two of the wishes. I'll tell you on what, okay? Number one, vegan McDonald's nuggets. Number two, vegan McChicken. There you go. Those are the two things those are the first two things I would wish for. Those would be so fire. I'm gonna tell you something crazy right now. Since going vegan, I miss nothing, okay? I miss like no food really. Except for the McChicken. I miss the McChicken. I'm not even kidding you. I don't know why, dude. It's good. It hooks to me. Something about McDonald's, it has this like effect on you where like the food is like really not that great actually. When you're having it, it's kind of like, nah, it's alright. But you remember it like so much more fondly than it actually is when you have it. Like, what is the deal with that? How does it do that? You get what I'm talking about? Like, you remember, like, man, the McDonald's fries are so good, and then you buy them, and they're like all soggy, and they're kind of shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. There'll be
Is that just me thing?
oh my god, getting a soggy fry at like halfway through the bag, and you're like, what is? Did they spit in my food? What is this?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. You
But
have to
you,
go like a weird time where they're like not expecting it, and then they like make a fresh batch, and then oh, it's so good.
mm-hmm.
I only have the fries with sauce now, though. I can't have them plain anymore. I'm so
You
sauce pilled.
you can guaranteed get a fresh batch of fries if you ask for them unsalted.
Nah, that's a myth. I've heard that. I don't know if they actually in Australia they don't do that. They just go like okay, and they just pour you the thing anyway.
Probably. I don't know.
Barry loves to bash comfort food. No, I don't. You can have comfort food. You just gotta also eat your olives. I love comfort food. I'm a not the greatest eater myself personally. I love cooking and stuff, but man, do I smash a bag of salt and vinegar chips when I get the chance? Dude, I know all about comfort food. But you gotta, it's all in a. You have to have a balance. I like all my vegetables except olives. I rag on Yumizu. He does eat a lot of veggies. His mom cooks, and now I will be the new cook. I'm gonna be so stay at home husband core. I'm doing some cleaning. I have my little apron on. It's gonna say "Kiss the chef."
Broccoli is
I love
so
broccoli.
good.
Broccoli is good, but that's like a basic healthy food to be into. How do you feel about Brussels sprouts?
Uh, I used to dislike them, but
Okay.
my mom figured it out. She when she cooks them now, there's something about it. It's just good.
Man, this game is impossible. I've had like 7 3 attempts. I go to this place that would make steamed broccoli. I'm like, oh my god, that's so good. I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a huge steamer. Steamed is nice if it's like in a soup. I feel like,
I
or if it's
like
in like a sauce, like a curry sauce. Ooh.
mm-hmm. I like my vegetables to have a bit of char on them.
Oh, you're a stir fry kind of guy.
Stir fry or grilling. I think that's a really good way to do this.
Dude, grilling is kind of hype. That's a little bit more rare. It's like you don't see that many grilled veggies around.
Yeah, we'll do you get like a tray of chopped onions, carrots, potatoes, and mushrooms, and some like peppers, and you'll wrap them in like tinfoil, and you put that on the grill, and it's like you get some char, but it also like somewhat steams, not really steams, but like you get a different kind of cook for it. Really good.
Even says I like onions to a degree. I'm not the biggest fan of them. That's a crazy message. Dude, onions are so good.
I can
And
understand one of my brothers doesn't like raw onions, but if you cook them, he'll eat them.
okay, raw is a little bit crazy, to be fair.
I'll eat it however you serve it.
It's like 3 a.m. for you right now. It's 5 a.m. Even this is on the I don't even know what kind of schedule grind right now. Even by the way, have you done any more applications? Popular bar food when I was in San Diego. Wait, what was the popular bar food? Steamed broccoli or Brussels sprouts? Dude, Brussels sprouts, if you cook them just right, they're amazing.
They
But you
are.
have to cook them right. They're easy to cook like in an unpleasant way.
They can be really
Oh,
bland and gross.
Brussels sprouts, yeah.
Oh,
I like them when they're like drizzled in olive oil and a little crispy.
speaking of getting computers back, did I tell you about how I had a hard drive die?
You had a hard drive die? Wait, when was this? You did not tell me.
This was maybe a month ago at this point. It might have been a few weeks ago. Uh, yeah, I was just I was gonna load up a game after a night of climbing, and Steam kept giving me a message like, yeah, it can't open, like we can't open this. We don't know where the file is. Like, it's really weird. Maybe I just need to like restart my computer. I restart it,
Mm.
it won't power on,
Oh boy.
and I'm looking things up, and there was like a single Reddit post of like, oh yeah, I had a similar situation, and when I unplugged the a faulty hard drive, it turned on, and I unplugged the one hard drive. I'm like, that would probably be the one if any of them were faulty, and sure enough, the computer came on right away,
Damn. Oh my goodness.
and so I still had a ton of the Twitch VODs on there.
So did you lose them?
Sort of. I went through a company, and they sent it for data recovery, and they got back to me last week, and they said it essentially said they can recover practically all of it. They said they
Oh,
plan to
yo.
be able to recover 1.9 terabytes of it, which in my head,
Damn.
I think I had 1.9 out of 2 terabytes of that hard drive filled.
Okay, that's pretty good then. Let's go.
Yeah,
Good
they
recovery.
gave me like the breakdown too, and it's like 676 video files. I'm like, Whew.
That sounds right, yeah. He says, my computer also went through data recovery meta, you're not alone. Yeah, Yumizu, like, restarted his computer. He, like, got a folder deleted. There was some, like... Yumizu told me the other day that he lost the folder that had all of his art in it, which is like, holy shit, that sucks.
Oh.
The way he lost it was, like... that he had the folder open or something, and then his computer... He restarted his computer. And it gave him, like, a thing of, like, oh, hey, this program is still being used. Are you sure you want to restart something? And he just restarted it straight up. And it, like, deleted the entire thing. And now he's trying to get stuff recovered from it and stuff. Although I told him, like, the one thing you should not do is write any new files to the hard drive. So that it doesn't, like, use up the areas wherever the information is stored. But he did do that with one file anyway. Ugh.
Hopefully
We'll see how that goes.
that gets the same luck I got. Imagine having backups.
I think he has like some important stuff in a few places still, so it's not all hope is lost. But he was like talking about like how I'm gonna do Google Drive from now and all that sort of stuff, like for backing up important things. Like that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, for this, it's like theoretically all my drives are on full backup mode with like the Twitch VODs until I can get all like 7,000 of them uploaded.
Holy yeah! How's your second and third channel stuff going, by the way?
This is slow. I've been slacking.
I feel that. I'm like doing little bits here and there.
I have been editing down the clips I have on my computer because whenever I'm like playing a game offline and I clip something, it saves like 5 minutes worth, and I only need like the last 30 seconds of each. So it was like 600 gigabytes of data, and I'm down to like 100 just from cutting those clips down.
Okay, damn nice. It's pretty good. I've got to go through and like finish like uploading and renaming all the VODs and stuff. I want to go through and upload all the subathon stuff, because the subathons, not all of them have been uploaded, but I have them in like just raw files on my computer. They're not backed up anywhere currently, so I need to get through those. But there's like, each one is like 80 gigabytes, so like my whole computer's just filled all through my hard drives.
Yeah.
It's just so much info. I really want to get it done before the
Pokemon-a-thon,
but I'm running low on time.
When is that? That's September?
September. Date yet to be announced. I was planning the start of September, but there is a chance it might be like the 17th or something that it begins. Reason being is the Super Mario 64 Summer League was actually announced, and that's going to start 9th of August.
Oh, okay.
So there's going to be a almost exclusively Mario 64 arc coming for a little bit, for like a month. So I might do that, and then like the day after the final day of the league, I might do the Pokemon-a-thon. So it might be like September 17th that it starts or something, which will actually maybe work out slightly better because, well, it'll depend on one other thing. If September starts on the 1st of September, then I will cut the league short and I'll just start the Pokemon-a-thon, because I would rather that the subathon runs through the sub discount instead of like just regularly running. So I'll make it like a bit more affordable for people. So I feel it'll be like a better idea. But if they don't do September, or if it doesn't start at the start, then I might push it back to the 17th, because one thing that's going to happen in October is the new Pokemon game comes out. Pokemon ZA, I think it's called.
Yeah.
So having that come out like during the thon would be kind of fire. You hear this online influencer named her third child Aquaman? You say third child, is that what Trisha Paytas named her new kid, or is this like somebody else? The only thing I saw about a third baby being born was like, hey, was Trisha Paytas? So I saw that Ozzy Osbourne died, and then that kid was born, and people were like, "Welcome back, Ozzy Osbourne." She now has the souls of who is it? The Pope, the Queen, and Ozzy Osbourne and her children. Why are you even playing it? You hate Pokemon? Since when do I hate Pokemon? This isn't new lore. I don't think I've ever said that at any point during the stream. You might be mistaking me for another streamer. I just don't know anything about Pokemon. I'm like just clueless. Which, after the Pokemon-a-thon, will no longer be the case. I will be so unbelievably informed, it's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna take like a big test to like name all the Pokemon. Here, do everything for the hydrate. Thank you for the sip. New Superman movie is fun. Oh, you saw the new Superman movie. Yeah, how was it? I've been hearing good things about it, man. Yo, Barry. Yo, Urko. Urko. What is good legend? How are you, man? Dude, how was the Mario grind today? We're doing a little bit of Trickshot now with Meta Forever, and then a little bit later we're gonna switch to some Mario 64.
What's up, Urko?
Dude, Urko's been grinding. He's in the lab. I'm also gonna be, since I have 2 days off coming up, like tomorrow and the day after, I'm gonna be working on. I'm gonna start working on making some emotes for Urko. Actually, it's gonna be exciting. I was out of it grinding TC 100. Yeah, I saw you were like doing the TC 100 like starting movement. That's a hard but fun star. How have you been finding it? I love it. Let's go. Okay, I should have waited for that chip to fall. It's your favorite star? Dude, mine too. Oh my god, twins. That's also my favorite star.
I think I remember telling Blizzard that if I were to learn anything of like the Super Mario 64 speedrun, TTC 100 would be like the star because it just seems like it shows the full understanding of how the game plays.
It's so fun. It's very dynamic. It's got a lot of different like movement. I like the level in general, just because you go fast and you're like scaling the whole level as you go and collecting coins. It's just satisfying. Close second place contender probably for a 100 coin star might be like HMC 100.
Okay.
I feel like as you like level that star up, it's like very hard, but it's like that's also really crazy. You got like a BLJ in there. You got some insane jumps. The new actor for Superman was a good choice, yo. Man, I think this level is impossible. Did I just waste that, or is that fine? I think that's fine. Okay.
Northern Lion would never lie to us.
He would not, that's true. He finished this game, which is like impressive to me. The question is, will we beat it before, like, in less playtime than him? I think he had 55 hours by the end.
After we started today with 17.
Oh wait, you like accidentally left it running or something the other day, right?
I did. Yeah, last week I forgot to close the game before I went to sleep.
What's this game? It's Trickshot Simulator. We're simulating trick shots. But there's 16 different trick shots that you can do. and we've done 10 of them, I think. So there's 6 left, including this one. I think we're currently doing the hardest one in the game. And I've played like close to 20 hours today. I think, yeah, we started off with like 17 hours played. Dude, I have like 130 hours in the Uma Musume game. It's a very like good kind of do something in the background kind of game.
Yeah, you don't need to pay too much attention to it.
Yeah. It's good while playing D&D. Right, this game definitely takes like, a certain level of like masochism to play for sure, I think. But it's got its own unique kind of brand of fun. I think you shouldn't play this for 2 hours. Man, I hate to break it to you. We've already played it for 2 hours. Where does that phrase come from? I hate to break it to you. What if I love breaking it to you? Pen, it is my pleasure to break this to you.
All right.
That sounds gay as fuck. Oh.
I think we give it 10 more minutes.
Alright, sounds good. That'll be 1 p.m. for me. I'll switch to Mario in 10 minutes in that case. And then I can get some beauty sleep in.
Mm-hmm. Both had some really good attempts today.
Oh yeah, for sure. The first half was like kind of a bit whatever, but the second half we were cooking. Or I was cooking a little bit in the second half. You were cooking throughout. I think we're improving. I think we're getting closer to the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Crusader wants another match on chess. I'm not making this up. When is he going to do it? Like now? I'm not gonna do it now. I'm gonna do some Mario. Yeah, I'm down to play Chris outside of stream though again. I feel like this game always takes a little bit of warm up to get used to it, but then like once you're in it, you're like in the groove a little bit.
I agree.
It was fun when we played chess. True, it was. I'm kind of horrible at chess, but I need to improve my chess game. Or I don't know, do I need to? I could improve my chess game. But will I? Probably not. Maybe one of these days. Q, why is it every time I mention you, I mention Genshin, you disappear for 30 minutes? That's like the secret strategy to get Q to like vanish into a different plane of existence for 30 minutes. Oh, another little tidbit. We finished Baldur's Gate as well on stream, so that's done.
Oh, nice. I didn't know you finished it.
Yeah, we finished it, I think, like last week. So that arc of the stream, I think, is probably done. Which means that the forecast for Factorio returning is quite good.
Nice.
Which is good for me, but like I don't think anybody's gonna be that excited about that. Oops. But that was really fun. Would recommend. If anybody's interested in playing Baldur's Gate 3, big recommendation. Because I'm not excited, yeah. I feel like most people don't like Factorio. But it is what it is. There's like there's a bit of a to and fro. I feel like to stream consistently, you gotta do like a little bit of what the people want, but then also a little bit of like just what brings you pleasure, you know? You gotta have a healthy balance. Playing it and watching it is different. That's pretty true. I feel like that's true for like most games. Some games are like more fun to play, some games are more fun to watch. Oops. What am I doing? I'm floundering. I was boring XM Grade for 5.5 hours, is not better. Yeah, practice is not as much fun to watch as like runs are. But you guys are in good hands because we're gonna be full sending runs today. I'm gonna do like maybe 30 minutes of practice, and then we're gonna do like we're just gonna send runs. I had like a PB pace run yesterday, I think out of Rainbow Ride, which is pretty nuts. It's been a long time since I had a run that was on PB pace like that far out. But yeah, I actually haven't done XCOM grinding in a little bit. I'll probably do that when I'm grinding 120 again. I'll start doing some more XCAMs for like some of the other stars. Update the community sheet. Brandon, when are you beating my lava boost time? Don't I do a slower lava boost than you? Also, I don't even know what your lava boost time is. Where did that thing go? It just disappeared through the table. I don't know, man. Dude, I do a slower strat, I'm pretty sure. Does it mean you can't beat it? Isn't that like definitionally like a problem with it doing a slower strat? Unless you mean like you want me to like learn a faster strat, which I am definitely not doing right now. So learn the better strat, not worth it. Not worth it right now. Not to full send runs. Be my owlist time then? What's your owlist time? If you do like double jump or something, I can't beat that. 11:66. What's my time? What's the sheet? It's not that. Is it that? Let's have a look. Let's quickly inspect. What is my owlist time? I have a 12:33. Wait, do you do double jump, Panda? What the hell? I don't do double jump. I still do triple. I see some people here. I see a J. Is that Jumbo Jolt? No. Double jump is so easy. Yeah, but I don't know it though. Only how far is the movement up to the platform? I can do that. I do like fence clip now. I even learned like the speed kick movement that like Ouija does. But I don't do that movement in runs because it's a little crazy. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, come on! It's so close!
I just had an attempt at it too.
Oh, damn. That would have been so sick. We both just got it right now. strat to do it out of order. Doing it out of order actually doesn't count. Like, until you get the 1, like, it's not counting it. And then you have to get the 2 next. Because if you could do it out of order, then the easiest strat would just be to get the 3 first, and then go 2 and then 1, so that you're, like, getting the hardest stuff done first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, GG's. Well played.
GG's.
That was a good session.
That was a strong session.
I'm feeling confident going into next week. Feeling confident about it.
I'm not feeling confident in the sense of like we're gonna beat it next week, but I'm feeling like next week is also gonna be a good session.
Yeah. I feel like if we just improve again next session, then eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, if you haven't followed Meta Forever, be sure to do so. I'll give him a shout out. Give him some love. This guy streams every now and then.
Every now and then is a good way of putting it.
Well, compared to some people, you stream very frequently, so it's it's all a relative like scale and stuff.
That's true.
Dude,
consistent Saturday and Sunday.
Hell yeah, that's like almost my days off that I don't stream. I have like a Friday, Saturday off currently on my roster. I'm trying to do 5 days on, 2 days off.
Okay.
That's my like current strat. I feel like that feels good because I'm getting like a weekend. I'm getting like a work week essentially. Even though I'm still working on the weekend, I'm just doing non-stream related work.
Right. You get that different scenery in a way.
I do with Barinade that cycle's hella free. Lava Boost cycle with reds. You should do it, Panda. I want to see you do it. Alright, okay. That's enough for Trickshot Simulator. Panda, thank you for playing with me today. Holy, the attempts are building.
Yeah, it's getting up there.
Oh boy. Alright, what have you got now? You're just gonna be sleeping, I think, right?
Just gonna be sleeping. May look at some things before I go to bed. Organize some stuff.
Okay. What kind of things?
Probably more of like the creative writing stuff.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, dude. Wait, how's that been going? I've been seeing your snaps actually.
It's been going good. I've just been, the creative juices have been flowing. It's a story that's been progressing since like when I was in 6th grade. So, and it's nothing like it was before. It's evolved so much, and every time I come back to it, I feel like I'm improving it a ton. So, this last set of like creative juices has been really good. It's been a ton of fun.
That's been fun, dude. I'm excited to maybe, hopefully, read it in the future.
Maybe one day. That'd be awesome.
One of these days, it would be sick. I would love to. Brandon, have you never hit that cycle? Like, have you never hit it? Okay, Pan, I'm just convinced you just don't watch me play Mario. That's my normal PB strat. What are you talking about? That's what I normally go for. If we like get hit or like lose time, then we just do early Ellie's. But Lava Boost cycle is like my normal strat. Meta, give the raid, Meta. Appreciate it. Much love. Thank